Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from The Burial in collaboration with Wakefield, brewed in Asheville, North Carolina. This is the Cosmic and Divine. Burial just recently came into New York about earlier this year, but really cool to see on the shelf. I recently saw it was like 10 different beers that you can get from Burial in New York, so really cool, dominating the Asheville North Carolina scene. Obviously, there's some breweries shaking that up, but this is an Imperial Stout, 10% brewed with lactose, salted caramel from a local Postre Caramels, and then aged with chocolate and toasted pecans. So the beer is actually not completely pitch black coming out of the can. Nice black color in appearance, and really just a very dark brown mostly. Let's get the aroma on this one. Ooh, definitely get that kind of toasted caramelly kind of note. Maybe some of that nuttiness from the pecans as well. A lot going on here. Yeah, I'm getting a nice kind of bright char roast kind of note in there as well, playing with that kind of just big kind of butterscotch sweetness. But really, it smells like butterscotch to me. It's very sweet. Werther's caramels. Cheers. I thought this was brewed with sea salt. Oh yeah, it is brewed with sea salt, sorry. Oh, that's fun. How do I describe this beer? It sort of tastes like, I'm not the biggest fan of pecan, so it doesn't dominate on pecan, which is really nice, and you could sort of see that there's head here. So they're somehow using a pecan, which is a very fatty nut, but still not letting a lot of that get into the beer. And if you have fats in the beer, it's not going to allow for any head or any like revealing kind of like carbonation. You can see some head growing right now as I'm swirling it. So it's not a very pecan forward beer. Instead, it has a nice toasty nuttiness, and on the aftertaste, it actually has a nice kind of like a sweet note of nuts on the back end. But really, it has a little bit of pecan note. It's like a chocolate covered caramelly pecan candy that you'd get from a box with a sprinkle of sea salt. I'm really liking the complexity on this one. The chocolate doesn't overly dominate, but it does have more of that confectioner kind of chocolate kind of thing, leaning on a little bit of cocoa powder and just like, yeah, like cocoa powder. I think a little bit of those crunchies that you get in ice cream cake, which is actually the best part of ice cream cake. But yeah, it's a really nice Imperial Stout. It's fun. The flavors don't overly dominate. The flavors are very obvious, but they meld well together. I'm liking the interplay of nuttiness to caramel to butterscotch to sea salt drying, which really helps the beer. I really like that saltiness. It's really, if you guys ever have some like chocolate ice cream or anything like that, throw a pinch of sea salt in there. It's going to really boost up those beautiful sweet flavors and the depth of the chocolate that's in the product. But that's amazing. I'm very much enjoying it. It's just really well made. That's our rating. Really nice. Again, this is more of a dessert kind of beer, but it doesn't lean too much on sweetness, which is nice. I like that it's balanced, sweet, a lot of crazy ingredients in there, but still delicious. Let's go with the 94 on this one. Absolutely delicious. This is the Cosmic Divine. Until next time, cheers. Later.